Hey everyone, it's Jordan. As many of you know, I'm the creator and the author behind the MCSM project. I mentioned that I would be making this video in my community post, and I'm going to be discussing updates regarding the project. So, for starters, I went back and I looked at Royalty, the first book, and I wasn't entirely happy with it. There are some issues there, like a bunch of plot holes I noticed, and there were some places where I felt like I should have added more, or I didn't like what was on the page. I also feel like Royalty kind of sticks out, as the writing for the book is now 5 years old, whereas all the other books are going to have my current writing style, since I'm still writing them. So I then decided that I'm going to rewrite Royalty Book 1. But this isn't going to be that kind of rewrite. I'm going to keep the same plot, but I'm going to change small parts of it to fix the issues I mentioned previously, and the writing style will now be up to date with the other books. And the original version of Royalty is still going to be up. It's unpublished at the moment, but I am going to be putting it back up again. And I also put the original Royalty cover on the original book. So as you can see here, this is the original cover, and on both Wattpad and Google Docs, this is going to be called Royalty, the original 2020-21 version. Because of this decision, this means that Royalty the Queen will be put on hold for the moment, but since I'm rewriting Royalty in a very specific way, I'm making it so I don't have to change too much or anything with Royalty the Queen. The goal with the same plot for this rewrite is to still keep the sequel the same, and because I feel like I really like most of the plot of the original and I don't want to change it. Like, I don't want to change all of it, is what I mean. Since I'm keeping the original version of Royalty up, I am also putting the original version of the Broken series online as well. So this is the original Broken series version. It's now called the original 2019 version. Well, yeah, but this is the original cover. Basically, both of these is not just the original versions of the story. I also updated Royalty with more parts that contain extra content, and I did the same for Broken as well. The reason I did this was I thought it would be cool to have the original versions of the stories and the current versions up as sort of an evolution thing to see where the stories began and where they are now. Yeah, so that's kind of that thing. Here's what the extra content is in both of these books. So, if I can find it. Okay, in Royalty, it says this is the original version of the Royalty series, and this book contains Royalty 2020 to 2021, a summary of the lost media that is the 2021 version of Royalty the Queen, a draft of the prequel, Royalty the Founder, and a draft of the last book, Royalty the Heir. There's also scrapped book covers in here and royalty facts. One of the parts is facts about the first book. And there's also this secret royalty fan fiction nobody knew about. So that's all the royalty stuff. And then the Broken. This contains the original Broken series, Broken 2019, Revived 2019, Unable 2020, The Sword Sister Chronicles 2020 draft, and the scrapped rewrite versions of Broken, which is 2020, 2023, 2024, and early 2025. And then there's also facts about the Broken series, Broken has lost media, and also scrapped covers and scrapped books. yeah, so this is what they're all gonna look like now. So original royalty, the royalty rewrite is gonna have the current cover, and like I said, the original royalty is gonna have the original cover. Royalty the Queen's cover is the same. The original Broken has its original cover, and then we have the current cover for Broken. Something happened, so I accidentally got a free trial to Canva Pro, so I decided to use that to my advantage, and I updated the covers. Not all of them look different, but I updated a few of them. So about like half of them were changed basically, so these are the official covers now. So we have Royalty the Founder, Royalty the Queen, Royalty the Heir, Royalty Novellas, and the Royalty One-Shots. And then we have the Admins, which is the first prequel book, Bridge Between Worlds, which is the second prequel book, Broken, One Girl, Two Worlds, Better Together, and Broken One-Shots. I know these two look kind of similar, but I also tried to change one-shots slightly so it didn't look too similar to this book. But yeah, that's all the change covers. That's basically all the updates that I have right now. Both of this stuff will be available on Google Docs and Wattpad. I just have to publish them in both areas. I will have more updates for Broken and the royalty rewrites. I just need to work on that stuff more, so just stay tuned for that. And if you want to see live progress, I do live stream myself writing the books, just because I don't know what it is, but when I live stream, I really get into the zone of writing. So sometimes I will just like have a bunch of words go on the page, or maybe not much, but it's a lot better than what I can do when I'm not streaming. I don't know why it works like that, but it does. So yeah, I just live stream myself writing the books a lot. So if you're interested in that, you can go hop on these live streams. Also, since I put the original versions up, if you want to go look at them when I publish them, feel free to, but just warning, I wrote those other ones when I was like 13 to 15 years old, the original versions. Broken, I was like 13, 14, writing that entire series, and then the first book of Royalty, I was like 14, 15. There's going to be some questionable moments in those books, so just be cautious of that. I put author's notes at the beginning of both of those books just as a warning. So if you decide to continue after that, knowing that there's possibly some cringe in there, that's up to you. But yeah, anyway, that's all for now. I hope you enjoy this news, and I also hope to have more updates. I'm really trying to get started on the royalty rewrite, and I'm really trying to finish chapter 1 of Broken rewrites, and I just want to have them out so bad. And I think my plan is, as soon as I get those rewrites going and having more chapters than they do now, I will release the original versions. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next live stream probably. Bye.